As if the Buffalo Bills didn't have enough on their plate and enough to worry about this season. I swear, listen, I'm starting to believe firmly that this team is cursed. Either the team is cursed or the players on this team got to get their ish together, straight up. Got to get their stuff together. Thank you for watching the Evil One podcast. I'm Anthony AP. Make sure you like this video, but most importantly, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content, and check out some of my other content I have on this channel as well. I would greatly appreciate it. Von Miller. Von has a warrant out for his arrest for allegedly assaulting his pregnant girlfriend. Come on now. What? Can you believe that? You believe that? You believe that? Buffalo Bills defensive end Von Miller appears to still be on the run from police. Now listen, is Von Miller driving from state to state, literally ducking and trying to hide from police? I don't think so. What more than likely is happening, in my guess, my educated guess, is that behind the scenes, Von Miller's lawyer, his attorneys, is working something out with the police to where he can calmly surrender and turn himself in, I would assume. And the charges that Von is being accused of is pretty much assaulting a pregnant person, which is a third-degree felony. And the pregnant woman happens to be his girlfriend. And they have some slight history of going through issues. Now, some of the details in this report is pretty graphic and pretty standard when we hear about domestic violence issues. And it's unfortunate that these things are considered standard and commonplace, because we hear about this not only in everyday life from our neighbors or our family members or people that we know and friends and things of that nature, but we hear about this all the time from NFL players, basketball players. This is nothing new. Some of the details involve police allege in the court document that the argument, which started over upcoming travel plans, began about 10:40 a.m. on Wednesday in the main bedroom of their apartment. The woman then went into their home office and slammed the door, which the affidavit says made Miller visibly angry. Von Miller then walked into the office and yelled at the woman to get out. The woman tried to comply, but wanted time to retrieve some of her belongings, such as her laptop and phones. As she was grabbing them, the affidavit says that Miller shoved and pushed her. The woman repeatedly yelled, "Stop, I'm pregnant." Miller continued to push the woman as he stepped on her feet, which caused her to fall back into a chair, the affidavit says. He then put a hand on her neck, applied pressure for 3 to 5 seconds, which police say caused pain but not difficulty breathing. As she continued to try to gather her belongings, Miller grabbed her phone, threw her laptop on the floor, and stomped on it. As she tried to pick up her laptop, Miller yanked her hair, pulling a chunk of it out, causing her to collapse. This affidavit says she got up and began to record Miller on her phone, which she put in her pocket. The affidavit goes on to say that Von Miller once again grabbed the woman again, pushed her onto the couch, wrapped both hands around her neck, and applied pressure. The woman told Miller she was calling the police, which prompted him to leave the apartment. Police responded to the apartment condominium and saw the woman had minor abrasions on her left hand, as well as bruising on her abdomen, left bicep, and neck that was consistent with applied pressure. This isn't the first time that Von Miller has been accused of assaulting his girlfriend, Megan Denise. A DA refused to press charges against Miller in 2021 after Denise recanted her statement about an assault. Denise and Miller have had a very toxic and tumultuous up and down rocky relationship. Von Miller took Denise away from her life as a stripper. Now, we'll talk about that in a second. And they eventually got engaged. Unfortunately, they broke up. And when Denise got pregnant, Miller urged her to have an abortion and left other threatening text messages towards her. Now, there was also a situation where Denise and Miller had an altercation, and Miller got upset because she was dating NBA player Bol Bol, who is the son of former NBA player Manute Bol. And Bol Bol plays for, if I'm correct, the Orlando Magic. And listen, when it comes to situations like that, okay, listen, let's just get the elephant out of the room. You can't save them all. Listen, this is a bigger situation than just, domestic abuse, domestic violence, which is absolutely terrible. No man. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. No man should be putting his hands on any woman. That is a sucker move, and it shows that you're weak for a million different reasons. So domestic abuse and domestic violence is intolerable. No woman should have to go through that. But when you meet a woman in the strip club and we see this woman is very, very, she has a body, her body is crazy. She looks amazing. The woman looks good. She doesn't just look good, she looks good. And she was a former stripper. Now, that's not to say that you can't meet love. You can't find love in a strip club. I mean, Usher told us about that years ago. When you're trying to find love in a strip club, you're going to get more than what you bargained for. Trust me. Trust me, unless it's just a connection that's just out of this world and you just bond on an intellectual level over some wings, or while you tossing some dollars at her and putting some dollars in her G-string and her thong. That's a whole nother type of intellectual vibe that maybe might work, but no man should be trying to turn a stripper into a wife. That's a problem within its own self. Just the fact that Von took her from a strip club and tried to give her a better life. Von, bro, you're 34 years old. You know better than this. You are worth millions of dollars. Why not find you a nice, educated woman with a PhD, a master's, that works as a doctor, who's a dentist, who does her thing with clothes on? I mean, let's be serious here. And the fact that she was dating Bobo, I mean, that right there is a red flag. Have you seen this guy? I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. Love comes in all shapes, sizes, creeds, forms, looks, and everything. But Bobo isn't, winning any kind of awards for the most attractive man of the year here. Pause. Big pause on that.
You know what they do in the Turkish baths?
Moral to the story is, listen, domestic violence is totally wrong. And Von Miller, you tripping, bro. But this has been going on for years, and it's unfortunate that some of the time, how about a lot of the times, that these gorgeous, beautiful women, whether they be video chicks, video vixens, models, IG models, or women who just like to go out here and date ballers, NBA players, basketball players, guys in the industry, the music industry, it's unfortunate that a lot of times they have to subject themselves to this amount of humiliation and being degraded and being abused because they want to live the high life. They want to live the lavish life. I mean, it's at the end of the day, this comes with the territory, and this is no excuse for any of this to happen, but this comes with the price of fame. A lot of times, unfortunately, some of the time it does. Thank you for watching the E for One podcast. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I would definitely like to know what my viewers, what the audience got to think about this whole entire crazy situation. Once again, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe to the channel. And until next time, peace, peace, peace.